Alright, this starts kind of at the back north corner of lot 55 in Country Club of Sarasota, and I'm just going to kind of walk the perimeter. Unfortunately, some of the workmen over time, since we last put the stakes in, have gone ahead and removed such stakes, and so only about 4 of the 6 that were placed remained. So I'm basically showing you standing from within my property boundaries out into what we were looking to work with. And again, you know, we 3 foot into this versus 8 foot into it, 3 foot across the back versus, you know, the full allotment across the back that's shown is all incredibly helpful. And you know, as far as we're concerned, something that we would be okay managing with. I'm not sure how much of the prior discussions with Mr. Poole you were privy to, but since I think it's he's the one that got it on your desk, I would think quite a bit. All right, now I'm going to turn the camera slightly here and just back up a little bit, because the front of the property is very narrow. I mean, this is not a piece of land that somebody could turn into anything more than an annex to their property, because there's not even enough room to put a any type of driveway in. There's just not enough space, and that's due to the fact of how your main water line runs, which is good. We'd be wanting to stay at least 20 feet, 15 to 20 feet off of that, and there's a community pole right there. So the area where I'm standing right here, there used to be a pin or a mark. Now I'm just going to kind of walk up the area where the pin would have dissected through. This is all a heavy bush overlay, so I'm not going to try to walk into it by any means. Not sure what I'd come out with. Probably just a lot of scratches, but I can do without that. And again, this will pan out towards the golf, but everything that we're looking at is well to the left. And again, unfortunate that some of the pegs have been removed. I'll kind of walk into the area, and you can get an idea. I've taken about 15 steps in from where that little outgrowth was, and then if we pretty much shoot a straight line and come in 10 from the golf cart path is where another pin was. So we're missing the front pin, the middle pin, and then the end pin from what the surveyor laid out. So I'll try to walk over to the area now where the pin was in the past, and if you can kind of just draw an imaginary line from this area back through the brush out to that area that I stated where the first pin would have been, you can get kind of a decent idea. This is kind of a angular line that shoots out. Now the next important thing is to realize we're staying off the cart path by at least probably 15 feet or so, and then that big tree right in front was one of the sites that they used to make sure we stayed off the cart path. So I'm going to kind of walk around to the cart path. Just remember that tree. I'll try to stay focused on it the best I can. I may lose it there briefly and go up high. You can see the top of it. I'm now on the cart path, which obviously would not be involved in anything. I'm walking around some overgrowth, and I'm getting over to a boulder set, and I'm going to get in there deep, see if I can pick up that tree again, which basically is almost straight in front of me now. Now I'm going to walk back out, get back on the cart path again, and then just kind of show you the overgrowth here. And I'm right on the edge of the path, basically looking east now. And this give you a little point of reference. There's your fairway, the end of your cart path. So I am right beside that tree, is directly to my east, and I'll try to show you the top there. Okay, and then we're gonna walk around here, and I'm gonna try to, this is all the brush and everything, I'm gonna try to line myself up with that tree, and then show you the next accurate marker is the one that's directly in front of us. So, and then I'll move you over here a little bit, and right next to those two palm trees you can see my actual property marker. And I'm just going to walk up a little bit towards those, and then I'm walking west and trying to stay on that marker, and then I'm going to swing over, show you my back property line, swing across the back of my area, and pick up my other rear marker, which is right there. So I'm going to stand on my back property line facing north and swing out and then up, and again show you that large tree, which is again part of what we use for the azimuths on this, and then I'll get you back over to that rear property line right there. And now we'll just come back this way. This is all facing west, and then go up. The big tree there right in front of us is not on my property now, but if I were to step out a little further, we'd get to that big tree that's utilized to mark the property, or at least the piece of area that we surveyed out is requested. Now I'm going to walk over to the property marker, which would be my northwest marker, and I'm going to stop the video here, double check it, and I will try to send photos to you via email. It would be a pretty big file, and I'm just going to step right in front of this plant here in hopes that you can get out there and see the street. I think a car just went by, but there's an oak tree in front of you, and eventually we should see a car go by. You may be able to see the car tire in the parking lot in the front. Okay, that's about the best I can do with the iPhone video. I've got a couple photos. I will be sending this off to you within the next couple minutes after I review. Thank you.